Hey guys, got back from the I don't know the correct word. We always call it the nursing home or the old folks home. Old folks home is probably not a very nice way to say it, although that's what we always used to say, the old folks home. We were going to the old folks home, but I guess you'd call it a nursing home. I think the one that we went to has always been there. There's one in Cleveland. It's been there even when I was a little girl. I think they also do like rehabilitation too. So like if you were hurt or something, you can come there to go through your therapy and have somebody there to help you until you're back and able to go back to your own house. Anyway, our church did fellowship there this morning. Me and Mom did a little puppet show, and we sang some songs and just visited with them. It was just a 30-minute visit. So we did it was about a 6-minute puppet show. I mean, you have to keep it short. Plus, we needed to visit and we wanted to sing. We sang about 3 or 4 songs. Our pastor, Brother Dean, he plays the piano also. So he was able to play the piano, and it was me and Mom and Miss Joanne singing, like, standing beside the piano. And then, no, that's not, Brother Ronnie. Anyway, and there's another gentleman, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but anyway, from the church. And they just sort of visited with the people while we were singing. They were singing too, but walking and, just sort of talking with the people. And then a lot of the people there at the, some of them were in wheelchairs and stuff, but they were all singing. It was so sweet to see them all singing along. Anyway, we had a good time. It's going to be an every Monday morning thing from 10 to 10:30. So anyway, I'm out here. Steph called me. This was going to show y'all. Look what the goats did. Brand new. What? I've had them maybe a week and a half. My new ferns. Look at that one. Let me blow it up. Look at it. God, the goats got in through that day when me and Daniel were setting these posts out here. I'll come back to this in a minute, but I want to show y'all. That post, it was a 2x4 that we screwed to the building. That's where the fence will start coming down. Well, we just tacked it in. And there was a 1x4 holding that wire right there going across to it. There was a 1x4 holding it. So I pulled it really tight and then screwed a 1x4 into the chicken coop, and that's what was holding it. Well, we had to take the 1x4 off to put the 2x4 on. And we only got 1 screw in it that day because they weren't messing with us. And I never came back and put some more screws in the bottom of that. And they managed to do what they do, roll down the wire, scratching their bellies or whatever, their sides, and they pushed it open and they got in. So Steph called me and said, she's out there in her garden somewhere, but she called and said she was hollering at my goats, but don't even care about her hollering at them. They're not even moving, and they're just eating down one of my ferns. So that's what they did to that one. So I think I will probably put that one in a pot later and get me a new one to hang. But anyway, I thought I would come out and show y'all what I've got done so far. So Molly has spent her second night. Oh, the first night she she was on the porch, just here in the yard doing whatever she wanted to do. I didn't put her back in her shop, in the shop. I got all the shavings out and I was letting it air out. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to let her be. So I just fed her on the porch night before last, and she just slept right there on the porch over there by the swing like she does. Last night, it was a little cooler. So if y'all see, I have the hot light pointed sort of down in there on the side of that wall. And I fed her in there and then shut the door behind her. So she was locked in there that last night. But I said in the other video how Daniel and Lou helped me get this set up. couple days ago. So I took this piece of a cattle panel and put it on the end, and it's zip tied on so it can't come off. And on this end was like 2 pieces of fencing, the one that went there, and there was another little, I don't know where these 2 little pieces of fencing came from. Oh, and the one that I cut off there. Anyway, I hooked them together the best I could, just sort of wrap the 2 pieces so it'd make it bigger, and then I put 2 zip ties on it to hold it together. It's 1 piece now. I zip tied this side down here, but up here it's just wrapped tight with the wire itself is just wrapped around. So you can't unhook it. Thank you for licking my leg. Thank you for licking my leg. Yes. You want to lick the camera? You having a fun time out here today? It's a cloudy day. It's an overcast. Okay. Stop. Don't you get crazy with me. This side is just hooked. Just like this, and I can pull it like that and unhook it. And I've got several of them all the way down doing that. So that lets me get in. So normally, I can't talk. When you would do one of these arches, you would plant the plant on the outside of the arch. But I have her in here right now. This one right here is licking my arm. So I needed to protect them, so I put them on the inside. If that doesn't work, I hope it works fine. But dadgummit. Anyway, she already ate the leaves through these squares. The leaves that were on these grapes, she already ate the couple of them that she could get her head through to. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it at the bottom. Stop. 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 In the name of love. I am going to maybe cut that. Remember where I showed y'all I have that little chicken wire stuff in there, and put it around the bottom to keep her from eating the leaves as they come through. Although, as soon as I can, I wanted to get these posts to set up good over here. I'm scared. I'm in my flip-flops. As soon as these set up good. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. I will get the fencing and start fencing this side up. And then, she's headbutting me. And then I will take that fence over there down. Stop. Oh my gosh. Stop it. Don't you shake your head at me. Look, her eyes watering again. I've been putting that ProBios. I bought some more and started giving it back to her. It just gives them a little bit of extra. Anyway, but she's in a good mood. I watered her not. She's biting my rear. When I get this one up, then I'll take this one down. This video is going to be ridiculous. I can't get a word in edgewise. Let me get her over here by her food. Maybe I'll get her sidetracked. And then I'll show y'all the garden. Oh, okay. Go. Y'all been messing with her food? Who knocked her food over? Okay. I got my cucumbers in right here. They have already grown so much because when I put them in a few days ago, I know y'all are just got the video yesterday or the day before, I can't remember, of working out here, but these, you couldn't even see them over the top of the bag. Now I know I don't grow mine from seeds. I I may one day, but I don't do that yet. But they were short, and you couldn't even see them over the tops of the bags, and that's how much I mean, look, that's how much they've grown. And when I first put them in, you couldn't see them over the tops of the bags. And then inside, I've got tomato, 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 tomato. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 tomatoes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. This is a bell pepper. And there's a bell pepper over there. And then I've got a squash. And this is the old one. And then the new one, 3 squash on this side and 3 on that side. And look how big they are already, because they were small too. They were just barely sticking up out of the little cups that they came in. And I haven't put the gate's still right there. I haven't put the gate on yet, but I've got the panels completely up. And this was a piece that we cut off, and I've just been, it's got, see how it's going straight as where it was cut? And I've just, until I work on that gate, I've just been pushing it with my foot, just like spikes down into the ground. And it's kept her out of the garden. My problem is the cat. Now I've realized the cats have been using the old box through the winter and stuff for cat box. And now every morning when I come out, I find clumps of the soil all pulled around, and I know that a cat has pooped there. And it's just like, get out of there. I'm scared they're going to dig up one of my plants. So, but if you can see around each one, this is what Daddy taught me a long time ago. Around each plant is a berm. I don't ever know how else to say it because I'm so used to a berm. You know, you build this wall of dirt. And when I water, the water stays in instead of just flowing off. See, look how, it's hard. You can't see through the camera because I'm looking through the camera right now and you can't see. But see this clumpy stuff right here? There's probably cat poop under there. Get out of there, Emma. 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 Shoot. Look at her. There's probably cat poop there because it's all uneven and I don't really want to put my foot in it and smear it back around. Go. You're not coming in here. No, ma'am. Go. Go. Ugh. I don't know, unless I put a top over it, maybe wire or something, or I might can order a net. I may look on Amazon when I go in for a net that is only so wide, whatever width this is, which I think is 8. 2, 4. Yeah, it's 8 wide. And then that's 10 and this is 8. So that's 18. So I would say 20 foot long. If I could get a net of some type, that's an 8 by 20. That would keep them from, well, that's not even going to matter either because I'd use the different kind of wire. Oh, I was so thinking, I was worried about mauling, wasn't thinking about cats. Okay, so do y'all see the dilemma? I can put something over the top of it, but it's not going to stop them from going through the holes on that side. They can't. It's tight wire. This is big. You know what I could do? It's going to be reworking it, and basically make all these pieces be a waste. But I could pull this down. I've got that wire right there that was on this fence line rolled up right there. I could start at that corner and work my way down and wrap it right here. Take these down. There'd be no need to cover these. That would be a waste. These can be used for something else. I mean, these maybe are sort of wasteful because they're really small. They're only 2 foot wide, but these long sections could be used for something else. Because honestly, I don't know. I can cover it with a net and keep them from going over the top, but it's not going to stop them from going through the middle. I didn't even think about that. Here I was thinking I'll just throw a net over and stop it, but that's not gonna, they're walking right through them. Well, I did it to myself. I wasn't even thinking about the cats. I was thinking about keeping her out. I was not thinking about the cats. She's so funny. Okay, so from hey. All right, so now I've got to start on this. This will be, remember, it will be the fairy garden. And I've got to get this pool out of here and get the new one. It's in the cart, but I can't make myself hit the check it out now button. I know I need to as it gets warmer and warmer, but I just haven't done it yet. But so I'm gonna build the frame out of 2x8s, I think. 2x6s or 2x8s. And in each corner, I'm gonna go down and see if Daddy has an old trailer tire. Cause they're, I don't want a 16 or a 15. I want like a trailer tire, like a 13-inch tire, an old one. And I'm gonna put it in one corner, and then I'm gonna put a golf cart tire in the other corner, the back corners of the square rectangle. And then I'm gonna cover them in cement, like around the tire, from the top down. And in one of them, in both of them, I'll put, well, for sure, one of them will have just potting soil, and I'm going to put a really pretty plant, maybe with some flowers, and then put some of my fairy people. But in the other one, I'm going to put one of those, I'm going to get one of, over here and by the well house is some stumps. You can't see through there. If y'all can see all those stumps back off over there, I'm gonna get one of those stumps from those two trees they had cut down, one that will fit sort of snugly down in the one tire. And if y'all remember, I have that arch. They're made out of ceramic. I was gifted it during one of the gifts and goodies. It's the little arch and the two windows that you can hang on a tree trunk. And I'm gonna put that on there, and I've got some cedar shingles that I will put slanted going off of it, making the roof. And then I will add some moss and stuff like that around it. And then once those two big sections are done, like up high, then I'll come down into the other parts of the fairy gardens. I've got it in my mind. I just got to get started on it, and I'll be doing that. And then the pool. Once the pool is out of here, I can get the new pool put in, and it'll look pretty. Get that done. And, spring, sometimes things don't look so hot in spring because it's just everything's trying to come back from winter. I'd also want to get the back of Tony's house washed and painted that blue color that we painted on the front of his house. That's got to get done this summer. So a lot of little things got to get done. It'll get done. Anyway, those are the things that I got to get done, and I'll be doing that pretty quickly in the next couple of weeks. All right, I'm gonna head in for a little bit and eat me some lunch, and then come back out maybe and work on that fence. If I think about it, am I really that worried? Were the cats using it before, like last year, and I just didn't even pay attention, but this year I'm noticing it? I don't know. But, or maybe because there's just so many cats here, so many of these wild ones here now, that it's more noticeable that there's cats in and out of my garden. And I just don't remember it like that before. I don't know. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Love y'all.